of the Jack Refix.
Big man back again with another reaction video. So in today's reaction video, we'll be reacting to South Africa versus Nigeria. Which country is better? I'm obviously from SA. You know, I'm an SA dude. And for me, I think both countries have their own, what do we call it? Own identities. But obviously one country is always overlapping the other country, especially Nigeria. When it comes to music, their artists are much more successful than our artists in SA. You know, SA artists are making those big numbers, more like the Burna Boys and the Davido and the Wizkid. Our main artist is Nasty C, you know, Shane Eagles, you know, A Reese, you know, your Vest, you know, AKA. But I think when it comes to the music industry, Nigeria is kind of like killing us. But on other things, I don't know shit. So that's why we're gonna watch this video with the big man. Let's go.
South Africa versus Nigeria. Which country is best? Welcome to the Explorer and thanks for watching. In this video, we shall be putting two of African giant countries, South Africa and Nigeria, against each other to see who comes on top. Nigeria and South Africa most often tops the chart in many aspects on the African continent, be it economy, entertainment, and infrastructure. Though both countries are unique in their own ways, they somewhat have similar features. Many factors go into deciding which country is a better option, such as the primary aim of the trip and what you intend doing in both countries. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our videos. Now let's begin the geography and demography of both countries. To begin with, both Nigeria and South Africa are coastal countries because both countries extend to the oceans. Nigeria is a country in West Africa.
Damn, bro, we are so far from Nigeria. I didn't know. I thought Nigeria was quite like close to our country, but it's so fucking far. You know what it is. I'm a lazy guy. I don't check the map that much. I know Nigeria is from Africa, but I didn't know it was that far. Cause this countries always argue about a lot of things. I thought we were like neighbors and shit, but damn, Nigeria is far, my nigga.
Bordering Niger in the north, Chad in the northeast, Cameroon in the east, and Benin in the west. Its coast in the south is located on the Gulf of Guinea in the Atlantic Ocean. The federation comprises 36 states and one federal capital territory, where the capital Abuja is located. The constitution defines Nigeria as a democratic secular state. Nigeria has a population of over 200 million people, spread across 923,000 kilometers square of land. Nigeria has been home to a number of ancient and indigenous kingdoms and states over the millennia. Nigeria is found in the tropics, where the climate is seasonally damp and very humid. Nigeria is affected by 4 climate types. These climate types are distinguishable, as one moves from the southern part of Nigeria to the northern part of Nigeria through Nigeria's middle belt. Nigeria, like the rest of West Africa and other tropical lands, has only 2 seasons. These are the dry season and the rainy season. The dry season is accompanied by a dust-landing air mass from the Sahara Desert, locally known as Hamatan, or by its main name, the Tropical Continental Air Mass. While the rainy season is heavily influenced by an air mass originating from the South Atlantic Ocean, locally known as the Southwestern Wind, or by its main name, the Tropical Maritime Air Mass. These 2 major wind systems in Nigeria are known as the trade winds. South Africa, on the other hand, occupies the southern tip of Africa, its coastline stretching more than 2,850 kilometers from the desert border.
I don't know, guys. From the visuals, I think that South Africa is much more beautiful. From the visuals that I saw from Nigeria and from SA right now, oh man, I think just SA is just beautiful. You know, from the mountains and everything else, like the buildings and shit. But I don't know. On the intro, I saw some very beautiful buildings, and I'm definitely sure those buildings are not from SA, my nigga. So let's see.
With Namibia on the Atlantic coast, southwards around the tip of Africa, and then northeast to the border with Mozambique on the Indian Ocean. It has a population of about 58.7 million people, spread across its 1.2 million kilometers square of land. Although most of the country is classified as semi-arid, it has considerable variation in climate as well as topography. The total
Look
land
at this,
area is
man. Look at this. Look how beautiful it is. Look how beautiful it is. Just look how beautiful it
1,220,813
is, man.
kilometers
It's
square.
not
It
me, it's
has
the
the
view shows.
23rd largest
I'm
exclusive
not picking
economic
sides.
zone
The
of
view shows are speaking so much.
1,535,538 kilometers
Well,
square.
that's ETV
South
right
Africa
there.
is largely a dry country, with most of its western regions being semi-desert. The rainfall increases in the east, the Highveld, KwaZulu-Natal, and the Eastern Midlands, and falls primarily in summer. The summers are warm to hot, while the winter temperatures can vary depending on locality from bitterly cold to cool. Thus, the Karoo, which occupies a large part of the western central plateau, has a climate which is extremely hot in summer and bitterly cold in winter. In contrast, the eastern coastline on the Indian Ocean is lush, well watered, and warmed by the Mozambique current. Patches of southern Africa
Just look at
mangroves
the view
grow
shows. It's not
along
me.
this
Maybe it's the
coast.
guy who's editing
Nigeria is
this.
relatively
Just
smaller
chose
than South
better
Africa in
pictures,
terms of
but it's
surface
beautiful. But
area,
this is
but has a
definitely
larger
Nigeria. This is not
population than
SA.
any other country in Africa. More
Okay.
to this, the temperature of Nigeria is hot and humid throughout the year as compared to South Africa's.
Yeah, that's true.
Infrastructure. When it comes to infrastructure, South Africa has
My
some
reason for saying that, you can actually see, like, when you see Nigerian dudes and SA dudes, like Nigerian dudes are a little bit much more darker than us, when we are actually a little bit lighter than them. But there are some white dudes I actually saw from Nigerian movies when my parents used to like force me watch those movies. I don't really vibe with them. There's so much witching, and that's not my favorite thing. You know, I'm a church guy, so watching witching shit, that's not my thing. So yeah.
of the best and most developed cities and infrastructures, such as good road network, better
This is
communication
beautiful, man. I think this
services,
is Nigeria,
modern
man.
hospitals, airports, and schools. In fact, Cape Town in
This
South
is
Africa
South
always
Africa.
ranks as
I
one
know
of the
Cape Town
top 10 best cities in the
everything
world.
in this
South
country,
Africa has
nigga.
some of the tallest buildings in Africa, such as the Leonardo and Carlton Center. South
Yep.
Africa also boasts of some of the best airports, which are
Cape
world-class
Town,
standards, such as King Shaka and Cape Town International Airport. With
obviously.
regard to sports,
World
South
Cup,
Africa is the only African
FMB.
country to have hosted the World Cup with its world-class stadium. Nigeria, on the other hand, is not doing bad when it comes to infrastructures.
Yeah.
Nigeria has some of the most beautiful and expensive houses and hotels in Africa and the world. Though
Oh.
they are still facing challenges with their road networks due to the massive population, the country is gradually improving in terms of infrastructure. Looking at both countries infrastructure-wise, South Africa has infrastructures which can only be compared to those of developed countries.
Okay.
Economy. The economy of Nigeria is a middle-income mixed economy, an emerging market, with
Well,
expanding manufacturing, financial service, communications, technology, and entertainment sectors.
this is
It
some
is
knowledge,
ranked
guy.
as
This
the
is some knowledge
27th
right here.
largest economy in the world in terms of nominal GDP and the 22nd largest in terms of purchasing power parity. Nigeria has the largest economy in Africa. Its
Oh,
re-emerging
really?
manufacturing sector became
I
the
thought it was
largest on the
SA.
continent
It's
in
Nigeria.
2013,
Okay.
and it produces a large proportion of goods and services for the West African subcontinent.
Okay.
In addition, the debt to GDP ratio is 16.075% as of 2019. Nigerian GDP at purchasing power parity has almost tripled from $170 billion in 2000 to 1.2 trillion in 2020. Correspondingly,
Shit.
the GDP per capita doubled from $1,400 per person in 2000 to an estimated $2,800 per person
I
in
don't vibe with this picture.
2012.
Why did he choose this
Again,
picture, man?
with the inclusion of the informal sector, it is estimated that GDP per capita hovers around
This is mines, no?
$3,900 per person. Population increased from 120 million in 2000 to over 200 million in 2020.
Ooh.
Nigeria's economy is mostly
Dang.
dependent on oil and gas, agriculture, industries, and entertainment. The country has some of the busiest seaport and airports in Africa. Nigeria has some of the best investment policies in Africa, as many countries and companies around the world rush to Nigeria to open branches, some of which include YouTube, Facebook, DSTV, and KFC, just to mention a few. The economy
Okay.
of South Africa, on the other hand, is the second largest in Africa after Nigeria.
Oh,
As a regional manufacturing hub, it is the most industrialized and diversified economy on the continent. South Africa is an upper middle income economy by the World Bank, one of only four such countries in Africa, alongside Botswana, Gabon, and Mauritius. Since 1996, at the end of over 12 years of international sanctions, South Africa's
oh,
gross domestic product almost tripled to peak at $400 billion dollars in 2011, but has since declined to roughly $385 billion dollars in 2019.
there's corruption, man. This country has a lot of corruption, my nigga. You know, we're losing money every year because of this big head motherfuckers.
In the same period, foreign exchange reserves increased from $3 billion to nearly $50 billion,
Oh,
creating a diversified economy with a growing and sizable middle class. Within 2 decades of ending apartheid, South Africa's state owned enterprises play a significant role in the country's economy, with the government owing a share in around 700 state owned enterprises involved in
that's
a
the
wide array
bag,
of
man. That's the
important
bag. That's
industries. In
bags.
2016, the top five challenges to doing business in the country were inefficient government bureaucracy, restrictive labor regulations, a shortage of skilled workers, political instability, and corruption. Whilst the country's strong banking sector
I told you that corruption is one of the hugest factors we lose money in SA, man. If you can listen to SA news, these motherfuckers are getting rich through corruption, man. Like billions are getting lost, my nigga. Trillions, my nigga.
was rated as a strongly positive feature of the economy. The nation is among the G20 and is the only African member of the group. The economy of South Africa is mostly dependent on industries and
Man, this
tourism.
is beautiful,
A
man.
lot
Look
of
at
investors
Sasso,
used
my
to move to
nigga.
South Africa,
Woo!
but in
That's
recent
beautiful.
years, due to xenophobia, a lot of business people have relocated to other countries. Despite the fact that both countries are the continent's giant in terms of economy, Nigeria, however, is still the leader. Standard of living. South Africa is one of the richest countries in Africa, with one of the best standards of living, which is probably the reason why a lot of people flock into the country. The country has upper middle income economy with purchasing power parity per capita of about $13,865 and a nominal per capita income of $6,331. Nigeria might have the biggest economy in Africa, but its per capita income is one of the smallest on the continent. The
Oh,
country has a lower middle income with purchasing power parity per capita of $6,232 and a
that's bad.
nominal
That's
per
bad.
capita income of about
I like this
$2,465.
picture right
The
here. I
cost
like
of
this
living
picture
in
right
both
here.
countries is relatively cheaper than most countries on the continent, depending on where you decide to live and the standard you set for yourself. Tourism. Tourism in Nigeria centers largely on events due to the country's ample amount of ethnic groups and multitude of talents, but also includes many natural attractions such as the Millennium Park in Abuja, Live Camp Gwarimpa Park, and so on. Nigeria is also home to many festivals such as the Ayo Festival, Lagos Black Heritage Carnival, and the
Okay.
Calabar Festival, and so many film festivals and awards like the AMVCA.
Yeah, I know about that, but man, they're movies, man. Yeah, some of them are corny as fuck, and some are interesting as fuck, and some are predictable as fuck. Cause you already know that he's broke. After he was broke, the chick didn't vibe with him. Now he's rich, the chick is going to vibe with him. That's Nigerian movies for you, man. But they're making the bag with them, so
Which attract tourists
you know
from
what it
around the
is. The bag
world.
is what is
The World
important.
Travel and Tourism Council estimated revenue related to tourism and travel in Nigeria to be $1 billion in
Oh my
2007
god.
and accounts for approximately 6% of the gross domestic product. By 2017, Nigeria's tourism revenue reached $3 billion, compared with $1 billion in the previous year. The industry suffers from the country's poor electricity, roads, and water quality, which slows down the tourism sector in
No.
Nigeria. But with massive investment by
But I know with tourism we're going to dominate. That's what I think, because there's so many good sites in SA that people want to see. But in tourism, I'm 88% sure that we are going to
both
dominate,
the
man.
government and foreign partners, it rises above most of its challenges. South Africa, on the other hand, is a tourist destination, and the
Told you.
industry accounts for a substantial amount of the country's revenue. With worldwide recognized touristic sites such as the Kruger Park, Kigalagadi Transfrontier Park in Northern Cape, the Drakensberg in KwaZulu-Natal, Isimangaliso Wetland Park, Blood River Canyon
I told
Nature
you, man. Look at
Reserve
the
in
sites. Are all beautiful,
Mpumalanga,
my nigga.
and beaches such as the Coffee Bay and First Lucia beaches. It is not a surprise why South Africa is such a tourist destination.
Yeah.
According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, South Africa's tourism revenue reached $331 million in December 2019, compared with $294 million in November 2019, which contributes hugely to its GDP and supports 10.3% of jobs in the country. Nevertheless, as it is often said, figures don't lie, and so is the case of the tourism industry in Nigeria, which grosses higher in terms of revenue and GDP compared to South Africa.
Yeah, that's true.
Security.
I'm surprised about
Security
that.
is still a major
Because
problem
Nigeria
in
is
both
killing
Nigeria
us like
and South
with the
Africa.
bag.
This is because Nigeria has
But
a high
people
crime
like
rate,
essay
which is
like
as
for
high
tourist
as
shit.
9.85 crimes per thousand people as of 2015. There is a very high rate of theft and scams in Nigeria, which brought about the slogan, "Shine your eyes in Nigeria." South Africa, on the other hand, has been relatively safe, with spotted cases of rape crimes, car hijacking, gang violence, and taxi violence. But in recent years, South Africa's crime rate skyrocketed.
Crime in Nigeria is bigger than in SA, my nigga. Man, places like Durban and Cape Town and Johannesburg, man. Crime there's like an everyday life, my nigga. I thought we were going to be high in that spot, man, you know, but researchers don't lie. Researchers don't lie, my nigga.
With the xenophobia ongoing in the country, which has made many foreigners afraid
Yeah,
to
man, I don't really like that xenophobia shit in SA, man, cause they are treating other people from other countries like they are dogs and shit. But people like from United States or other big countries like Europe, when they come to SA, they treat them like gold and shit. I don't vibe with that. I don't vibe with that, man.
visit or stay in the country. Conclusion: both countries are unique and good in their own ways, and your choice of which you prefer will depend on what and why you want to visit any of them. South Africa, which stands out amongst developing countries, is a country with good infrastructure and huge social and economic problems.
Okay.
On the other hand, Nigeria has the largest economy and population in Africa, but still does not have the best standard of living, roads, and infrastructures.
Okay.
We can therefore conclude that South Africa is slightly better off than Nigeria because of its great temperatures, infrastructures, friendliness
You
to
know what
investment,
it
and
is.
also its outstanding standard of living.
Oh,
Thanks for
man.
watching this video, Displorers. Which countries would you like us to compare next? Kindly leave your suggestions in the comment section.
China and
We'll be
Japan.
sure to grant your request.
That's the countries I
Also,
want to
if you
see,
did
man.
enjoy
That's the
this
countries
video,
I want to
don't
learn
forget
more
to give it a
about.
thumbs up
Because I'm
and
an
share
anime
with your
fan, and if
friends.
you're an anime fan, you have to learn about countries that make that shit. So, guys, if you enjoyed my reaction, you know what to do. All you have to do is go to the comment section and tell me what to react to after this. You know what it is, and it is what it is. Big man, I'm out.